sustainable weight loss products. So whether or not you want to look and feel better in your skin, or maybe you have some real issues that pharmaceuticals have not been able to solve and you need some root healing like I did, or maybe you're just like, listen, I just need to lose the COVID-19, right? Plexus has some simple systems that really, really work. So I'm going to start off by talking about our consciously clean, cruelty-free skincare, and then I'm going to turn the time over to a few stories about how well the other systems have worked on a variety of health issues. So if you've been using our skincare, our Joy Online, I want you to put a comment in the chat about why you love it, what you love about it, and also if you're new, as we go, please feel free to put questions in the chat and I will try to answer those at the end. So first up, skincare was not something I was all that interested in. It's not why I began Plexus, but let's face it, as you approach 50, the chicken neck begins to emerge. And I was like, okay, I'm ready for something. So I decided to give this a try, mainly because it was simple. Like, I'm not the type of person that wants to do like 95 steps before I go to bed, right? This is so simple. I put 3 pumps of this on in the morning. I put 3 pumps of the night serum on at night. And every day I use 2 scoops of our amazing Beauty Blend collagen, okay? This is the bomb, you guys. This is not your drugstore collagen. It is a high-end Beauty Blend collagen to give you better hair, skin, and nails. Collagen, if you didn't know, is the most plentiful substance in your body aside from water. And when you hit 20, you begin to lose about 1% of it a year. And that's why we start to age, honestly. And when I began to do that, my smile lines plumped out, my crow's feet and forehead lines became less, and there was a noticeable difference in my hair and nails. And the good news is we follow European standards. So there are over 200 ingredients that America allows in their skincare that we do not put into our products. And this is important because what you put on your skin seeps into your bloodstream. And if that's toxic, it's going to negatively affect your health in ways you may not even realize. So yeah, Liz says, I love the collagen, eyelashes, eyebrows, hair growth. Star does not wear foundation anymore. Awesome. What is the source of the collagen? Someone asks. It is bovine collagen. And one other source, we have some resources that we can send to you.
It's salmon skin.
Salmon, yes, fish and
You know I know that.
Thank you, Marge. Marge is our resident science guru. So awesome. I love it. I use it every day and it's really affordable too. Okay, so next up we have our gut health system. This is what saved both my friend Lori Beth's and my mood. And I would love to have Lori Beth herself, the one responsible for me talking to a lot of people I don't know on my 50th birthday, a chance to tell her story. So Lori Beth, you there?
I'm here.
Yay, there she is.
Happy birthday, beautiful.
Thank you.
You don't look 50 at all.
Well, you know.
I'm just saying. So hey everybody, my name is Lori Beth, also known as LB in most of my world. Mine goes all the way back to childhood, my story. So in elementary school, I have struggled always since I was a little girl with constipation. But with each decade, I developed some sort of extra issue. In my teens, it was headaches. In my 20s, I developed headaches and a lot of chronic random pain that didn't really make sense and we never really could target. And then in my 30s, I developed high blood pressure. And I'm a dancer. I'm also an actress, which is how Kelly and I know each other, but I've danced my entire life, dance teacher currently. None of it added up. My lifestyle, I'm not a smoker. I wasn't overweight. None of it ran in my family line. So by my 30s, I was already dealing with something that didn't really make sense for me. By my 40s, my anxiety came. By the time I got to 40, my anxiety was really bad. And it also started to move into depression. I had been on 2 anxiety meds and a sleep med just to make it.
Uh-oh. There you are.
I got muted somehow. So I'm not sure where it left off, Kelly.
Just very recently.
Okay, great. So after realizing that I was struggling with something that really didn't make sense, I was not in my mind or heart or anything circumstantially depressed. I knew it had to be physical. I knew it had to be something happening within my body to cause what I was feeling, because it made no sense whatsoever. Like Kelly said, on paper, everything was fine. So I was talking to one of my best friends who got me started on this, and she just begged me to try something called the Triplex. And we're going to talk more about that later. But it was 3 products that I committed to 60 days to see if I could do this without adding another prescription. And so I went in hardcore. I stayed dedicated. I drank my water. I took it every day consistently. And within 5 weeks, I had weaned myself off of both my anxiety meds and my sleep med. And I was happy. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I've never stopped talking about it since, because apparently I had always suffered with gut health issues and always had probably what was an overgrowth of what's called candida yeast, which will just wreck your body. I now go to the bathroom every day. I haven't had a panic attack or an anxiety moment or heart flutter, or it's 4 years and it's gone. And it's all because I feel like I healed things from the inside out instead of using a Band-Aid, which unfortunately a lot of us have done throughout our lives. So that's my story. I've got my whole family on it now, and I'm so thankful that my health is restored. So next up.
I'm thankful that her health was restored too, because then she could tell me about it. And this was honestly the only thing that had worked for me as well. Like whenever I see her, I get on my knees. I offer her my next child, even though I'm not having one. Anyway, so Lori Beth mentioned mood issues, yeast overgrowth. A lot of us have hormone imbalances, but maybe you have other things that you're dealing with. And this peels it back to the root causes for pretty much any health issue you might be facing. And we feel like so many of these issues can be solved with our fabulous gut health system, the Triplex. So if you started with the Triplex, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. I just want to see who started that as part of their foundational system. Triplex is part of my nutritional budget. This is not something that is just frivolous to me. It is an absolute necessity for overall health and well-being, especially in this country. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But it helps in 3 areas. It gets your blood sugar balanced, which will regulate your hormones. It gets your gut health regulated and balanced, which gets rid of dysbiosis, which most Americans have. And it also fights inflammation, which is the root of all disease. So up first is the pink drink. It's an antioxidant mineral drink. It's not a caffeinated drink. It's not a meal replacement. It's non-GMO. All healthy ingredients, not synthetic. This balances your hormones and improves insulin sensitivity. And insulin is like basically the mothership of our body. If it's not balanced, you're going to have those energy crashes where you either head to Starbucks or you had to take a nap. And when I didn't get my nap before I started this, I was homicidal, let me tell you. When your blood sugar isn't balanced, your energy's off, your moods are off, your sugar cravings are through the roof, your skin might be a mess, your cycles might be off. It's also very stressful on your body to be riding that roller coaster. So chronic issues can crop up because of this. We have 2 different flavors of Slim. This, another one that I don't have in my hand, which I meant to get, I'm sorry, but it's Hunger Control Slim. It's a little bit of a different flavor. That's more of an appetite suppressant. So if weight loss is a goal, that would be a good one for you. But if you have gut issues, this one, Microbiome Slim, is for you. It has a prebiotic, which is like miracle grow for the good bacteria in your gut. It's also the better option if you don't have weight to lose, which is almost no one, but you could be out there. Personally, I prefer this one. I would love to hear your thoughts about Slim in the comments. Next up, these 2 products take care of gut health, okay? Probio 5. Gut health's a huge buzzword in all of like the major publications right now, but probiotics really are a dime a dozen, and this is not your grandma's probiotic, okay? This one focuses on getting rid of a ton of bad organisms in your gut that are making it difficult for good bacteria to take root. So I want you to think of your gut like a garden that has tons of weeds, and like you want to plant tomatoes. Would you really go in and just toss a bunch of tomato seeds down on top of all the weeds and expect anything good to come of it? No, we have to get rid of the weeds first. And that's what Probio 5 does that really no other probiotic that I know of does. It kills off the overgrowth of yeast and other organisms that are literally forming a plaque on the inside of your colon wall. And that is why the first symptom of an overgrown garden is anxiety and depression, because 90% of your serotonin, which is your happy hormone, is created in your gut. But if it can't get into your gut, or if it can't get out of your gut to get to your brain, your life can look great on paper, but you won't feel it. Okay. If you struggle with immunity, with not going to the bathroom enough or too much, if you have acid reflux, autoimmune issues, skin issues, all stems from an overgrown garden. And I know that seems too simple, but it's really not. I mean, it's simple, but it's a miracle. So this kind of clears out, this kind of pulls the weeds, and then this flushes them. This is like flushing your toilet. You don't really want to flush your toilet without, or scrub your toilet without flushing. Okay, so these two products do that. And now to explain what other miracles this brings, say hello to my friend Jennifer, who struggled with ulcerative colitis. Jennifer.
Hey y'all, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
I'm Jennifer Angel, and I started my Plexus journey 2.5 years ago, but I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Just like LB, I struggled with constipation as a child, and then when I would have to go, it was an emergency. I just dealt with that all the way through my 30s. And, just little things like I would not go to the bathroom for up to a week to 2 weeks. And y'all, that's not healthy. You're supposed to go twice a day. And I wasn't doing that, but I passed it off as normal. My mom struggled with stuff. So it was just something that we were, it was just what it was. But 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. It was a very scary moment for me because I went to the bathroom and I was passing blood and tissue and all this stuff. And so I ended up having a colonoscopy that week, and I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. I managed that at first with one pill 3 times a day, and that worked all the way up to 3 pills 3 times a day. So that's 9 pills. That got to where that wouldn't touch it. And I was on steroids for a year. By that time, I was miserable. I was completely exhausted. I had no energy. I'm a teacher. I would teach all day. I would come home running. I've got two teenagers at the time, and running them around, getting them where they needed to go. And I was exhausted. I was dealing with weight gain, inflammation, just feeling down, stressed, wondering what is happening to me. And then I started following Kelly on Instagram, and she started talking about gut health, and something just clicked. It was like that still small voice that you need to do this. And I talked to my husband, and he said, what do you have to lose? There's nothing to lose. You've got a money back guarantee. Let's give this a go. Within 3 days of just drinking the pink drink, because I started slow, because like I tell you, I was in the middle of a flare. I'd been in a flare for a year. I had energy. I was up. I was working. I could come home and do things. Then I gradually added in Probio 5 and BioCleanse. And I did add another product called Vital Biome, which is just another strand of probiotics. 3 months. And our bodies heal in 3-month cycles. 3 months into my journey, my flare disappeared totally. I literally ended up passing, this may be TMI, but passing a scab that was basically, my doctor said, "You're healing, Jennifer." And I haven't had a flare since. And I've been able to cut back on some medicines and just had another colonoscopy last week. So I'm really hoping that everything that they see is great and that I'm able to go off everything. And the triplex is a staple. I'm never going to go without it. I feel amazing. I look better, I feel better, and I'm a better wife and mom for all of that. So that's just a little bit of my story.
Thanks, Jennifer. To give you an idea, like she, again, didn't do this for weight loss, but look at the difference in Jennifer 2 years ago and Jennifer now. It's just unbelievable. Okay, so some of you, though, want to just lose some weight, okay? And that is what the third category of our products focus on. The triplex, though, is a fantastic hub of weight loss because most of us turn to what? Two things: calorie restriction and exercise when we're trying to lose weight. But when you're doing just those two things, you miss one of the most important components of weight loss, which is detoxifying your body. When your body is toxic, it surrounds those toxins with fat. So you can like CrossFit till you die and your body will not let go of that fat. And this was never so clear to me as when my son was working on a television show in Budapest, Hungary. And when I was over there, I really noticed it was hard to find people that were overweight, significantly overweight, not like in America. And I asked a local, like, what's your secret? And he said, "Oh, your food is so toxic in America. We're not allowed to do the things to our food that you're allowed to do." And it really, I had no idea that that's what was keeping America overweight. But now to tell her story of staggering weight. This is my biggest success story with weight loss, y'all. With Triplex as the hub, but she also added a few additional products, is Judy Blakesley. Judy?
Hi, guys. I'm Judy Goodall Blakesley. I'm 62 years old, a grandmother, and a GG to 4, almost 5 sweet little grandbabies. I started my Plexus journey in April of last year after I watched my sister for about a month. I had tried just about every diet there was, you guys, and nothing would happen. I'd gain 5 pounds, I'd lose 5 pounds. And all the doctors said, "If you could just lose a little bit of weight, Judy," and I'd say, "Sure, tell me how." So that didn't really happen so easily for me. I suffered from, I still suffer actually from degenerative disc disease, chronic pain, crippling stress and anxiety, not so much, diagnosed with IBS-C and GERD, and I was morbidly obese. The truth of the matter is that I also had gut health issues my whole life, even as a little kid. I remember, I mean, almost the same story as Lori Beth and Jen. And I was unable to go. And I was diagnosed with an ulcer at 15 years old, and the list just goes on. But I started feeling better rather quickly after I started the triplex. And I remember I started to be able to, my potty issues started to get better really quickly. I was able to move some more, which was really a big thing for me because that's what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't do it. I had no energy. And then as I moved more, I started losing a little bit more weight and pounds started to come off, and all the poopiness in my face and my hands and my feet, that was huge because that swelling and inflammation in my feet really made it hard to walk. As you can imagine, I had less sugar cravings, even though that was my go-to for any kind of anxiety. Go grab the dark chocolate, Jude, you're going to feel better, which was really just a vicious circle, don't you know? But I remember calling my sister about 5 months in and I said, "Debbie, something's wrong." She said, "What?" I said, "I'm happy." And we just laughed and laughed because it was truly a systemic, organic thing that I didn't know. I just didn't know. I thought this is how everybody felt. I'm so glad we don't. But anyway, as of today, I am down 60 pounds, over 55 inches, 7 sizes, almost 8, I think. I'm not going to promise that, though. I'm healthier and happier than I've ever been. I'm down from 13 prescriptions from, what was it, last March to 4. And I'm working on 2 of those. to get gone. I walk, jog, or run about a mile a day on my flat driveway. It's about a quarter of a mile long in a loop. I work out with weights. I do push-ups, ab crunches, planks, squats, dance, and stretch every day. And well, I'm just bragging now. So just story.
Let's brag a little bit more. This is Judy before and after. So, and this is so cool because I didn't know Judy even, I didn't know Judy a year ago. And now I've been able to be a part of helping her change her life. It's just one of the more gratifying things that I do. So Judy used our triplex system, but she also used a few other products. She used our nerve product for neuropathy. She used our ease product, which is our natural anti-inflammatory, but she also used some more traditional weight loss products like our lean meal replacement shake. I love it. It's high in fiber, and it's either, you can either get whey protein or we have vegan options. It has fully methylated vitamins. Many people replace 1 or even 2 meals a day with this, and they're great for your kids if you want them to have a healthy snack. A lot less sugar than granola bars or applesauce. This is my morning meal, and I put 2 scoops of collagen in it, maybe 3 now that I'm 50, and off we go. Also, there's MetaBurn, which is our metabolism and mood booster. This is all adaptogenic herbs that focus on that fluffy fat around your belly, hips, and thighs. It gives you extra energy without jitters and a natural mood boost. If you're someone that turns to coffee, energy drinks, soda, or maybe a pre-workout, we have a great substitute for that. Active is our all-natural energy drink. It's a superfood, antioxidant, clean energy drink. So if you're looking for something without artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors, Active is the bomb. I mix it with water around noon or 1. I take 1 MetaBurn and it slingshots me through my afternoon. I think really clearly after this. So whether you're looking for solutions for weight or digestion or skin or mood, this takes care of so many different things because we're getting down to the root of the issues. And I'm not sure why they don't spend more time in medical school on prevention, but they don't. They're trained to diagnose and treat conditions, not prevent them in the first place. Speaking of which, everybody you just heard said that their problems began in childhood. What if you could prevent your children from experiencing a lot of these issues in the first place? Anxiety, depression, and obesity are at an all-time high in American children. And now we have 2 products that are focused on and safe for children. And Marguerite, our resident science guru, is going to share with us about those 2 products.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Hopefully so. Great. So I get the opportunity to talk about our brand new products for our kids. So there is Mega Kids Microbiome and our X Factor Kids vitamins. So the X Factor Kids vitamin, I'll talk about that first. It's a 2-in-1 product. It has not only 13 essential vitamins and in a very highly bioavailable form. That means your kids can really take in the vitamins when they chew this little vitamin. It's a tropical flavor, and it also has a second product is it's a probiotic. It's got 4 different strains now of probiotics in it. So you got the 13 essential vitamins and the different strains of probiotics. So it's just an amazing product. It's easy to chew. The kids like the flavor. The newer product, however, and just thinking about this right now, basically for you, we just found out today that we get the choice of being back to school in person or to do online school. And my kids all resoundingly said in person. So I'm excited to be able to send kids to school with some extra vitamins, some extra probiotics, as well as in our new Mega Kids Microbiome, it's a drink. And instead of giving them apple juice in the morning, you can send them out the door. Why not with more nutrients in our Mega Kids Microbiome? Let me tell you a little bit about that. Because they all have superpowers, right? They're superheroes. So the 2020 FDA recommendations, we met all of those requirements with these. There's 1 gram of prebiotic fiber, and that feeds that great probiotic that we're giving to them with the vitamin night when they go to bed. We're giving them this in the morning. There's also 50 milligrams of vegetarian DHA, which DHA is a product that helps promote brain and eye health. And it's not fishy flavor. It's like the omega-3 fatty acids that we take. It's also great for helping with like focus for kids as well. So it's not fishy flavored because it's made from vegetables. There's also choline and lutein, which are 2 nutrients that you really want your kids to take and have, because if they would have to eat like a ton of Brussels sprouts, collard greens, broccoli, a ton of eggs, a ton of other good foods and nuts in order to be able to get those great nutrients in. There's no artificial flavors or colors, and no artificial sweeteners or preservatives. And it is, you know, just perfect for you kids. So these are 2 new products. They're very affordable, and I recommend that you send your kids off to school prepared, because there's so many different bugs that they get anyway when they get back to school, not to mention some of the other fun viruses and things that we've had going on. So.
And Julie Donlin, who has several kids and has already tried this, say, my kids love it. They say the drink tastes so good, and they are Plexus superheroes now. That's so cute. So speaking of price, if any of this resonated, I have never in 4 years of doing this seen anything quite like the sales and specials going on right now. And I love it because with everything going on in the world, people are waking up. They are ready to take control of their health. They're ready to feel better. They're ready to get rid of that extra weight. And that's why almost 200 people have joined us just in the last 2 months alone. And we want you to be one of them. Right now, we have 10% off all of our welcome packs. And we have a Plexus membership for $9.95. It's usually $39.95. And with your membership, you get some incredible benefits. First of all, you get to purchase a welcome pack, which is deeply discounted. They're about half off what a customer would pay. So if you are like digging the skincare that I shared about at the beginning, you can get this for 89 products, these 3 products. A customer would pay $149. Or maybe you want our amazing gut health system. There's really nobody in this country I know that shouldn't be on this. $89 as well. Maybe you just want a few simple tools to manage weight from the outside in before we tackle the root causes. You can get the Slim MetaBurn and Lean welcome pack for $89. But if you're like me, I'm like, I want it all. I want all the things. We have larger packs that have all of it for $179. So wherever your budget is right now, we have an option for you. The second benefit of getting a membership is if you're consistent with your products, which is crucial for long-term success. This stuff does not work from the kitchen counter. We have a loyalty program. So about every 2 or 3 months, you earn a free product. So if you've been wanting to try something else, you can get it free. Also, anything you order over $100, and if you have a family, that's going to happen, you earn cash back. Not product credit, cash. And the final benefit is you have the opportunity to share this with other people through our amazing referral program. And this is an incredible month to begin your own journey because of the deals. But if you find 3 people to do it with you, you would earn enough in referral bonuses to pay for your products for the next 3 months. I mean, who doesn't love that? And you might be thinking, I don't want to do that. And you're looking at someone who did not only not want to do that, I was violently opposed to doing anything like that. But the first month that I tried this, I mentioned what I was doing to my mom, who's actually on this call tonight. Hi, Mom. And she was like, you've never sounded this happy in a very long time. So I will try this. And my husband and daughter kept stealing my pink drink. So we signed my daughter up. And then my neighbors were like, what is happening? You're smaller and you're nice now. So I made enough in referral bonuses, by accident, to not only get my initial investment back, but I've never paid for my own products again since then. And Plexus, doing this as a business has just been one of the most fun things I've ever done. And not only that, really, even if you don't want a business, I just want success for you with the products. And studies show that when you have an accountability partner, when you link arms with at least one other person on a health journey, your chances of success increase by like 90%. So whatever path you decide to take, whether you want better skin, gut health, maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you do want to share this with several people and make $300 to $500 this month, there is a place for you, and we love everybody. What we don't want to see you do, though, is continue to wait and drag your feet and not take advantage of this amazing opportunity. Because if it's one thing I've learned, if nothing changes, right? So maybe tonight is your night to make that split second decision like I did to begin the journey that changed everything for my health, for my life, and for my family's life. So we're going to get off the call now, and the person that invited you is going to reach out and say, okay, are you a 1, 2, or a 3? A 1 would be, I liked this. This sounds great. I need a little more information on X, Y, or Z before I can make an informed decision. Number 2 is sign me up. I want this system and that system. And number 3 would be sign me up. And I think I do want to find 2 or 3 people to do this with me. Can you help me do that? And either any of those, all of those are great. They do have a welcome pack with the new kids line available. So that's great. Ages 2 and up. Yes, ages 2 and up, Laurie. Any other questions that I see? You can also ask the person that invited you questions. And thanks so much for joining us tonight. And we hope that you will join us on the pink highway to health and wellness. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.